Hello, everyone. This is Kaiju Storm, and we have here Geekroom Steven.
Howdy.
And it's been a while since we did our last podcast, so we just randomly had one scheduled today. Well, technically scheduled yesterday, but
Yeah,
we
free
randomly
time.
picked Thursday night. So yeah. So how you doing, man?
Good, man. How are you? I think our last podcast was Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a long time, but no, we've been really busy and all
Yeah.
shit happens to us, so it's
Let me tell you. Huh?
yeah. So yeah, I don't think yeah, but luckily we have our hobby to keep us
Grounded.
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, if it wasn't for my hobby or anything, I would probably be downhill already.
Well, I've slowed down a lot. I've got a lot of pre-orders. You pay on it. Feels like all I'm doing is paying anything, and then once in a while they send me something. But I picked up a few things here and there lately, though.
Yeah, and you've been going to lots of Comic Con too, right?
Yeah, a lot of conventions and stuff. Yeah, most of them's just to hang out and drink. But yeah, I've picked up a few things. There was a convention last week I went to. Then the one week before that, there was like an oddities convention I went to with like taxidermy and weird stuff. And then there was a horror convention I went back to, I believe, end of February.
Was it for like the Scream 4? No, the Scream 5?
Five
Forgot
cream.
the name was
Yeah,
like.
there was a few people there from the that one. I
I
know
rem
I know Nev Campbell was one of them, but I don't remember the rest. I really didn't meet anybody. Actually, that's the first one I went to. I didn't meet anybody. You're right.
Still a film I haven't seen yet. I'm probably gonna wait for the Blu-ray to come out and give it
What,
a
you haven't
shot.
seen it yet?
No, that was not really on my top list to watch it in the theater, honestly.
I've seen it
Because
3 times.
I know you've told me, but I'm just gonna watch it in a perspective view. Because then again, people tend to not like Scream 3, but I like Scream 3. So, who knows? I may end up liking it.
It's
So,
on Pay Per View Plus, Pay Per View Max, not Pay Per View Paramount Plus, Max, whatever it's called. It's on there if
yeah,
you got it.
okay. Oh,
But
and we have someone commenting in our chat saying, "What's up, Phillips?" Oh, it's Godzilla Train 1090.
what's going
If you
on,
guys don't
man?
know who that is, he is the admin of Kaiju Collectors and MWA on YouTube channel. Please
So
support the guy and his channel too. He's great. Great
Monsters
guy.
with Attitude.
Yep, that's
There we
it.
go. I did take that back. I did meet Corey Taylor at the horror convention. He's the lead singer of Slipknot and Stone Sour. It's a band I like. I did meet him there. I take that back.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I don't know. It's just that I didn't feel like going to watch that film because I felt like it's gonna be horrible. I just know the plot is gonna be they're gonna have to randomly kill someone in the crew. I know that, but I
you
pretty much
have
know
no
who it
clue.
is. I already know because
Okay, okay, okay. I'm like, are
thanks
you
for the
serious?
spoilers out there because I was like, great, it's like unavoidable, and the trailer pretty much gave it away also,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
which was a really they shouldn't have shown so much of it, but I will say the trailer was kind of catchy. But then when I heard the reviews coming out, it was like, meh.
I went.
It is what you like. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
How does that work? Zero expectation,
Yeah,
and I loved it.
yeah.
I might.
That's the thing. That's the thing. When we have so much, when we don't have any expectation for a film, it tends to be really good. But when we
Mhm.
have high expectation for a film, it tend to be a little bit disappointed because
I
we were expecting a little bit more than what we were
Oh,
received.
you're gonna say it. Evil dies tonight. I went into that
Uh,
movie like ready for my life to
I know
change.
you texted me on the theaters like this is a horrible nightmare, man. I was like,
30 minutes. 30 minutes in, I'm like, I waited an extra year for this. I shaved my legs for that. It,
oh
mm,
gosh.
mm.
Yeah.
Evil died that night. A little bit of
You,
my soul died that night.
I don't know. I'm not expecting anything from Halloween Ends. I've already have a feeling it's gonna be a disaster already because I feel like the director he doesn't really polish his writing. Like what I saw in Halloween Kills felt like it was a rough draft, unfinished,
I
and
I felt that
and I felt like he had plenty of time to go over it.
for a year.
But he didn't, and what we received was a total piece of no, like yeah, but like, and
Close
honestly,
to
I do like the Michael Myers, the shape, the physics, how he looks and everything. I do like how he is. I think they've nailed him. He looks like the 1978 version, but a modern time of him, and I think they did great on him. It's just the plot wise, I mean, come on, it's like, uh, yeah, well,
uh,
it is.
I had all these expectations, and as soon as like the Loomis guy comes in, and goes, "Did he kill again?" I'm like I checked out right there, and I told everybody I was going to be live tonight, and this is when all my text messages and phone calls come, just to let you know.
Really? At the last minute? Like the last time I checked, we got no likes, no comments except you and me talking.
That's what it's going to be. It's going to be nobody watching this, and we'll get the views later.
Yeah, it's usually like later, but oh well. Well,
So
yeah. That's for the
outside
horror
of
stuff. Like, yeah.
sorry, so outside of like collecting or whatever, before we get into that, like mentally, emotionally, like I mean, have you been doing good? What's been going on? It's been what, 5 months, 4 months?
Yeah, it's okay. It could be better, but things happens. We can't really control it. And ironically, it's like you and me tend to happen at the same time. Like the same stuff happens. Like all the BS happens, and I was like, "You gotta be kidding me, man! Really?" Like, ugh, jeez. And yeah, what can you do? You gotta move on and try to move on, even though it's kind of difficult, and also trying to get a decent job also is also a
Yeah,
pain. And but luckily, hopefully next week things will get better for me. So yeah.
yeah. That's when
Uh,
Russia's going to drop the bomb, right?
the what?
I said, yeah, next week's going to get better. That's when Russia's going to fire a nuclear weapon at us. That's exactly what's going to get it better.
Yeah. Oh well. Mm.
That's
No, I actually I have a second interview coming in. I have a
that's
phone
good.
interview on Monday. It's an office job, so that's good because I kind of needed something new and fresh. Because at the moment I'm not able to stand all day. That's just I can't do it anymore. It's killing me, and yeah, it's due to health issues too. But like and then we got COVID going on, so it's like it's not really that easy. On top of that, some of the stores that I have nearby me, they're all closed down because they were not clean and all that. And I was like, are they going to clean them up or are they going to keep them closed and waste another space there, like those gas station, like, uh, well, it goes up and down. And we also have all this whole mess going on with Russia. And I don't even want to go into that, but yeah. You already know what I'm
Yeah,
thinking
well, I
about.
mean,
The Boondocks, the song, and all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty much what's going on. I mean, you're talking about standing. I don't like standing, but I've lost like 70 pounds since we've last talked, and I can
nice.
do I can do good walking. I don't like to stand unless I'm at a concert. Then I'm swaying and moving. But I will say that I do not like to stand. I don't know what it
I know
is.
you've been walking every morning lately. You
Um,
did tell me that, right?
4 to 7 miles.
That's good.
I got 8 in the day because I didn't do nothing. I went out this morning and took my kid to school,
Hmm.
and I got right at 8 miles in the day.
Didn't you go fishing? I saw
That was
you.
day before yesterday.
Hmm. That's good. And Adrian says congratulations to you. Oh,
Thank you.
yeah.
I was at a convention back last September, I believe, and I was with a good friend, and she gave me this shirt, and it almost fit me. And I'm
Hmm.
like, Okay, then. If it almost fit me, let me try to see what I can do. And
There you go, man.
who thought vanity would make me want to lose weight? So I started losing, and again, I love horror shirts. You know what we're about, Geekroom Life.
Yeah.
And I started wearing the clothes, and everything like that. And I've enjoyed it, and it's a lifestyle change now. I don't understand how I didn't do it before. So yeah,
It's amazing how a hobby can make us do improvement with ourselves. Like,
Mhm.
we want to get something, we'll do anything to get it. Like, I mean, legally, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, like,
Well,
no, but like, yeah. Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell your secret to the world.
what? Did I go to auctions and I'm on the road all the time? That's going to sound weird. We're live. We are live.
Mm. Well,
But
hopefully you'll get an answer from the post office, even though it's been like months since you had a response from them.
well, I live in the South, so COVID is over down here, whether you're vaccinated or not. So everything's sort of getting back to normal, believe it or not. And
Uh,
all that extra help they needed is like gone. So I have no clue on that. I've called a few times. It's no big deal. The auction scene's picking up a little bit. So there's that.
or that
So
might be a chance. Did you try UPS or
I
FedEx?
have not did UPS. I actually did do FedEx. And I mean, I drive all the time, so I'm not worried about
Yeah,
driving
that
those
could
big
give
trucks or
you
whatever.
a good experience for that, but also look at the schedule, timing, and all that, so you have time with your family and all this too at
I've
the
been
same
talking
time.
to a friend online, and they actually do run organs and medicine in their own car, and they get paid somewhat like amount of gallon plus they get paid for going. And I've been thinking about that. Be home every night, but through the day, get up at like 5 in the morning, get home by like 5 in the evening or whatever, and just drive. And that
Mm,
with the time change, that'll still give me at least three hours, 4 hours to get in and get a few miles banged out.
yeah, okay. Well, as long as it's legal, no, it's fine. But like,
Transporting organs,
no, kind of reminds me of Return of the Living Dead, like
yeah.
that warehouse and they had all
No,
this
no,
stuff
not
going
not that,
on.
not that. I like insurance. Insurance is nice to have when you start getting my age. So yeah, I,
Mm,
I want the government to know I'm working so I can get some kind of insurance.
yeah, that's good at least. Yeah. No,
So,
at least you're doing something for it. You're not just sitting at home doing nothing, waiting for
yeah,
Christmas to happen.
you have to move. You have to keep moving. I mean, that's like I don't want to mention the world news, but what we were just talking about, you can't
Yeah.
sit there and keep it on. If it's going to
No,
happen, it's going to
that's
happen. You got to keep going.
yeah, and that's the thing. Like some of the people who doesn't want to work and waiting for unemployment to reply to them, I'm like, you do realize you could be waiting for months. I
That's a
mean, in
touchy
the
subject.
meantime, you should be looking for a job.
That
Like,
that that is a touchy subject. I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
yeah, no, I think I remember you did talk to me about you were pissed off how one of your relatives for yeah, and yeah. Okay, no, let's not go to it. But
Probably the
then
only
again,
one. We're probably talking about the only person that's watching this on my side of the family. Right? I'm
yeah.
joking. Oh Lord, but
Well,
so
another thing is we can also wait for the other. What do you call it? The check that we got in the past, the stimulus check. That's
yeah. I'm not
yeah.
gonna hold my
Like we were
breath.
like expecting the stimulus check. Well, here we go, statue. Money comes in, money goes away.
I've got those. What is it? Prime one. No, it's not Prime one. The name escapes me right now. The 1/3 leather faces. I've got both of them ordered, and that's $3,000. So Uncle Biden, Uncle Trump comes back in, whoever. I'm cool with it.
What about the alien, the big chap?
No, if it's something right now, just with them, I've been selling a lot of stuff too. I've got a few
Yeah.
vendors and people I've been selling to that's going to conventions and stuff. My smaller stuff and not bulk, but a little bit cheaper, so they can resell it. Because I've got so much stuff. Like I said, focusing on Band Presto, X Plus, and then like statues, like Prime One, Sideshow, stuff like that. There'll be a few trinkets I keep. They mean something to me, but
Yeah.
I'm and that's what everybody I've talked to, I mean, I'm not knocking NECA. I love NECA, but I was buying cheap stuff and then X Plus. I'm never going to spend $200 on a Godzilla figure. 40 over there, 50, 60, whatever. Oh man, I'm gonna pick up what are they called? Sideshow owns them, but everybody likes them. They're really Hot Toys. Picked up a few Hot Toys. I'm not paying $300 for a figure. Picked a few of them up. Oh wow, look at the polyresin, 2-foot version of the statue. $1,500. I'm not paying that.
No,
Oh
when
man,
it's like polyresin or polystone, I don't like it. It's like it's gonna break. And if you try to
uh,
move, and good luck carrying that thing up,
I'm
yeah, it's
I was looking to move my room around, my man cave around a little bit, and going back to what I'm saying, $1,500 for a statue. I'm over here looking at this 1/2 scale Pennywise that weighs about 150 pounds of,
yeah. That Pennywise,
and,
I
th-
remember that one. Yeah.
and then you hold your breath, and that weighs as much as my body does, trying to think about carrying that figure. So or statue, excuse me. So yeah, that's not going to look at it. I've got that 5-foot Bruce I'm looking at right now, and I don't want to move it. I need to move it. I redid my Dragon Ball Z shelf, and I want to see the bottom shelf. But where my desk is at, I can't unless I look, over there. I look at them downward, or if I'm on the couch over there. But I want to focus on them, and I'm like, I'm not going to move Pennywise. I'm not going to move the 1/3 scale. I'm not going to tear up a $9,000 worth
Yeah,
of stone unless I'm
because
selling.
any chances is gonna break while trying to move it, and then something will get all damaged, and then you'll be like, I may request a partial refund for that, and
It was Sideshow Prime One's fault 4 years ago.
oh, goodness, I think it was like, wasn't it? What was the other company's name? The one that took forever. It took like a decade just to make one statue release,
Oh,
and then
I
they
can
shut
think.
down. And they shut down.
Well, it's not Iron Studio. What studio was it? I know what you're
Collectible something.
I know what you're talking about because they did some dinosaur pieces too, and they
Yeah, and they were just mediocre, and it took like, I think one of the Terminator. I remember the endoskeleton, which was only like 12 inches. Not even like less than that, or I don't know. It was made in plastic, and the paint job was awful. And they spent like 4 years to release it.
I know what you're talking about. There was also one too. Extreme, what is it? Extreme Collectibles, Mr. X or whatever. Dude's crazy. Has millions of dollars in statues or whatever, and he got a Venom bust in or whatever. And he like waited 4 years for it and everything, and it looked like maybe his 9-year-old molded it.
Yeah,
And painted it. It
that's
looked
the
like
one thing that is disappointed with it, because when we were paying our premium for it, especially high level premium, we're expecting high level quality. We're not expecting something that a kid drew in his room for like 5 seconds, and then
But then again, you get a lot of custom pieces, and you
the
pay 5
custom,
years ahead sometimes. Like there's a few pieces I've got then that I paid before COVID existed, and I got last year.
Like getting those recasts and all that, and trying to sell those recasts for twice as much as the actual license one.
Oh Lord, you better not say nothing. I don't want him to call who owns Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. I don't want him to call Mark Zuckerberg and shut down the 3 people that's watching this right now. Give them something to do on their Thursday night.
Yeah, no, but it's fine. But the thing is, like things like high level companies, they sell stuff for high price, and then you see another company like Sega making almost the same identical thing but cheaper, and it's even higher quality than they
Sega
are.
is the bomb when they do their figures. Those
I
ones
mean,
you
like,
see today.
look at this. I mean, it's like this is better than the Ban Presto or like the Ichiban, because this has clean paint job on them.
Yeah.
They don't have any bleeding paint all over, like, because I know some of them, they have weird skin tone and it looks weird, and then the paint is bleeding all over it.
Now, the Ichiban and like the Master Lease and stuff like that. Now they're usually good, but like a lot of the ones behind me or whatever, the $20 to $30 Ban Prestos, those still excellent for the price. But yeah, there's some stuff you can just tell that mass produced like that. But I went ahead and ordered Ray. I haven't got Oscar yet, but that link you showed me, I went ahead and ordered it.
The one that I showed you recently, or the
one you just sent me like 2 hours ago? Was it Ray?
Yeah.
With the
and
hair,
I sent you a Ahsoka also.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I've got a whole DTOF over there that's just Neon
No,
Genesis
that's the
Ray
Ray
figure.
from the last film.
That I have yet to watch. I have yet to watch it, man.
I can't believe
everything that's been going on. I know it's a happy ending, but like I've got that whole show on Blu-ray, man. Like my mental status, like right now, I can't afford to watch that show.
Do you want me to send you the copy version I have?
No, I'll watch it. Like I said, I've got Amazon. I don't know who pays for half my stuff. Yeah. I don't know who pays for half my stuff, but I've got all of them on my TV.
Okay, so that's good. At least you have them saved there, so that's good.
Yeah.
No, the last film, it's a really good film. I think it's the better conclusion and everything than what we saw in the 90s. The guy was just, you can tell the guy was going through a lot of hard
and that's what he did when he brought it back and he redid the movies and everything. Like he rode the depression train, whatever medication, everything he was on him, he really did it. So now I guess he's happy with his life and everything, and he wanted to redo 4.
That's good. That's a better conclusion. Although I had a little minor pick about the ending, but it's better than nothing. But like, it's like
I'll watch it by 2025.
Hang on, damn it. Okay. Like, did you get this yet?
No, I bought the cheap one.
The cheaper one, right?
Yeah, it has just the Netflix dub of everything. It doesn't have the ADV or AOV, whatever the original.
Now, I only got this for the ADV because the ADV
that's what it is.
Prefer a lot more.
It's nostalgia. That's exactly what it is. Because when my friend Jesse, who brought the set over for me, he had the OGs with Fly Me to the Moon and everything on it. Yeah. And you not grow up, but the last like 6 years I've been watching it in that dub. And it was really weird. I watched the Netflix dub, and I think they cleaned up a few lines. Like
I mean, the Netflix is the quality is good, but the problem is the dialogue is a little bit different than the AV dub.
Well, I think the Netflix dialogue's more true. I mean,
actually,
is it? I don't know.
No, the AV dub is more accurate, actually. But then again, the 90s, they were always simplifying the dialogue on everything. Like Dragon Ball Z, the dialogue was very different from the manga. Like,
too, with Dragon Ball, not to jump that subject, was like they were getting like Spanish dub tapes or whatever, and a lot of things outside of the main story and the main plots they didn't know. So that's like the cat loves food, and a few of those, like that whole speech when Vegeta's dying, after Frieza kills him, like that's like makes Vegeta look like a hero, like. And, the speech was sad in the original one, but it wasn't nothing like, avenge me. I pretty much love you, Goku or Kakarot, but
yeah. Well, Dragon Ball Z, I think we've been milked.
I'm done. I won't even get GT.
Like, I mean, you remember, it's pretty much like an insult from Funimation. Like, remember when they charged like $400 for that box set? Oh yeah, this is a limited edition. 4:3 aspect ratio, finally. No zooming in, no widescreen. The original aspect ratio, limited version, will never be reissued again.
It got
a few months later, we got the UK releases, and we got
the steelbooks.
The steelbooks, and now we have even a cheaper version that contains 3 seasons per box sets. That are like $30.
Now, are you sure that's it, or it's not the orange bricks or the Blu-ray bricks just being?
Well, based on what I saw, it looks like a reissue of the 4:3 aspect ratio. But the art cover is very similar to the orange brick. I mean, it looks decent, but I don't think I'm gonna buy another copy of Dragon Ball Z because I have a whole library of Dragon Ball Z right now. Yeah. Like I got the orange bricks, I got the first release of the Blu-rays, then I got the UK release, which I like. I think the art covers are nice, and it comes with tons of stuff. It comes with a poster, cards, and everything. My only gripes, I wish it came in a box set. A nice box set.
They'll get that eventually if you want to quadruple dip to the 15th time. I'm done buying Dragon Ball Z. I don't care if we get the original like we're supposed to get it. Or Dragon boxes or whatever.
Plus, how many times have we seen it, and then what difference is that even going to bother making? Like, it is what it is.
There is So the only thing right now that I would pay big money for on Dragon Ball Z
Dragon
is
Ball, right?
and that too, but Dragon Ball Z. I would like some remasters of the original movies, and
Well,
what I would love, and I know you've probably seen them, Plan to Eradicate the Sands. They did that OG movie, and then they redid it again, upgraded. And that is a 2-part movie, and it's about an hour and 20 minutes. They put them out on PS2 or PS3 games as a bonus feature, but we have never got any. That's the only thing like Dragon Ball related period that's, I don't think we've got that one where Vegeta's brother comes down or whatever, like that Japanese special.
no,
But
that one I didn't like it.
yeah,
I cannot stand Goku speaking Japanese. He sounds too feminine,
see,
and
I'm used to it. I'm used to it
uh,
growing up.
and then again, I got used to it after watching Super and all that because I wanted to see
But
what's
look
happening
up if
next.
you haven't seen it. Plan to Eradicate the Sands,
Yeah.
and just read the history. There's 2 versions of the movie. One's an updated version with just different things and different fight sequences. It's awesome. But that's one thing I don't even own. And like the video game, I think to even watch it now is like out of print and expensive because video games are the next nostalgia train people's on.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
I mean,
I,
in Dragon Ball Z, it's like the most marketing thing going on in Japan at the moment. Like,
it's above God's. Well, that's what happened. I mean, I don't know how real that was, but that's why Super came back. I thought it was because Goku, like with the tsunami and everything, Dragon Ball Z makes money overseas and everything like that. And that's like a story I was told, that helped, after that big tsunami that hit. They even had Goku, I think, doing the Spirit Bomb or something like that at the World Olympics over there. That was like their mascot or whatever.
you mean the tsunami that happened like in 2013, right?
Yeah, it was a long time. Well, Super, wasn't it 6 months after that, almost a year, Battle of the Gods came out in Japan?
Super came out in 2015, I believe,
Yeah, so
or
Battle of the Gods
2014.
came out, then Frieza, and then as Frieza was coming out, I think that's when Super first started
Yeah.
being in episode form.
Super, it's nice. It had its flaws. I will say that it's not
I'm going back.
perfect, but like I still have a good time watching Super.
Have you
GT,
watched?
I need to give it another shot because I felt like I was a little bit too strict about it. Like I didn't really care for the storyline. I didn't care for the characters and the ending. I didn't like the ending at all.
Ended still not good.
But there's still some good ideas going on in GT that I think should be brought in Super, like Super Saiyan 4. I think that's a very underrated design. It should be marketable.
I like
Yeah.
what they're doing with the movies.
Yeah, well, the movie's coming up. I have no idea what's going to happen on that one because
oh man, well, did you hear Toho got hacked or whatever, and they pushed the movie back?
no idea what's going to happen. No, I
Yeah,
really.
the movie got pushed back, so I have no clue when it's coming now. I'm sure there's a date. I just haven't heard about it.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. The first time I saw the trailer, I was not really that happy with the animation look. I thought it looked too plain and looks like a
video
video
gaming,
game, and
video gaming.
it didn't look as nice as the Broly film.
Yeah.
And well, who knows? That might just be a prototype trailer, or maybe.
It's gonna look like that.
Well, if the storyline is good, maybe I can pass by it. But like,
Have you watched the commercials?
no, I haven't. I've tried not to get spoiled too much by that.
Well, I wanted to talk about them. I guess we're not.
Either way, you're gonna spoil. You always spoil everything for me, so it doesn't matter.
No, I'll keep this one under wraps.
Well, yeah, and then I mean, Dragon Ball Z One Piece is also a huge hit in Japan. It's like,
One Piece is actually, I think, bigger than Dragon Ball Z right now. I haven't kept
yeah,
up with it
it's a
in
huge
so long.
competitor. I mean, I know that both creators are good friends, so they
Yeah.
you can tell they have some ideas that they share sometimes,
Yeah.
which is pretty good. And I still like my One Piece display that I have over there with my Dragon Ball Z and all that. But yeah,
I'm actually selling all my One Piece Band Prestos.
yeah, I don't like the Banpresso ones. They're just they look so cheap.
Some of them are really good. Some of them are really good. But yeah, I'm selling them all. I'm at like I need more Gokus and stuff, but I'm just gonna stick to Dragon Ball Z and certain characters if I go
Yeah,
forward.
I mean, I would love to have a decent statue of Nami or the other one. I'm not
Boa
gonna mention her
Hancock.
name. Yeah, man, I'm not. Luffy is so lucky to be surrounded with those wonderful women.
Luffy ain't got a clue. And when I watched it last, he doesn't have a clue. So yeah.
The only guy who has a clue going on is Senshi, who's like always dying, bleeding with his nose.
And he ain't ever gonna get lucky. He's like the
Do you remember when he
Master
got stuck
Roshi.
on this island with all those transgenders and homosexual, and then he
I
that
haven't
was his,
moved that far.
that was his nightmare. I was laughing so much because I'm like, there you go, man. That's
I
what happens
stopped.
when you.
I stopped watching at the Gecko Morelia or whatever, the haunted pirate ship where they picked up Brooks. That's a lot. Was about
Yeah,
that.
that arc is a really long arc.
Yeah, that was the last time I watched it. I watched it up to it, but I'll occasionally there's a what's his name?
It's a sad.
Totally not Mark or whatever. He like goes over a lot of it sometimes, and I'll
Yeah.
catch like synopsises and everything from him.
There's a lot of fillers you can skip too. Skip the fillers. You don't really need to watch those. But yeah, it's also on Crunchyroll too, so it's like can't really miss. And it's funny because people talk about it, but I'm like, yeah, those episodes I've seen those a long time ago already. I don't know why you guys are so late on the game, but I guess it's because it's on Netflix now and on Crunchyroll now. And it's been on Crunchyroll for a while already. I remember it since
My buddy was
2017.
talking.
But yeah, I don't know. I tried to give it a shot to One Piece in the beginning because I kept falling asleep. Like I tried to read the manga, the first chapter, and I fell asleep. And I tried to stay up on the first episode, I fell asleep. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay attention. I'm gonna try one season, see how it goes. And I thought it was pretty good because I thought every time I think I'm not gonna like it, it's actually doing pretty well. Like they gave a lot of depth on all the characters.
Oh yeah.
You don't see that a lot going with animations. Like Dragon Ball Z, I wish they gave more depth to characters. Like you could have some good moments going with, but like you don't. I mean, when Trunks came back and Super, you will expect something great, but no, I felt like he was just for the fans to come back and
Yeah,
that's it. And there was a Rush arc and what's his name? Like Goku Black. One of the Kai who uses the Goku Black bot, who uses the body of Goku, like Zamasu. Yeah, I thought he was gonna have a better arc or something, a really good arc. But then they kind of ruined it all in the ending. And like he just lost his mind. He just lost it completely. And
I really like that, but I get what you're saying. I would have liked maybe a couple more episodes just to smooth things out. You know,
yeah, I mean, like give it a because I feel like your motive to do all that is pretty selfish because it's like you call yourself a god, but yet what you're doing right now is out of annoyance of Goku. That's literally it. And you don't really have a purpose to do all that. Yeah,
I think that's part of the point.
Yeah, Goku can never keep his mouth shut, so that sells. He's always causing trouble everywhere he goes. So but then again, he fixes it up with Vegeta because Vegeta needs to keep an eye on him all the time. It's like,
well, he had to cause trouble because that's how them the arcs, both tournaments, him running his mouth, chomping beers, and they talk. What was it? Goku talking about the tournament, and then there at the end, he's telling Zeno about all this stuff, and
But like the end of the tournament and all that, I was expecting Gohan to be a true leadership, but we didn't really get that. They just skipped all that out and let everyone do whatever they want. And
it's the Goku show.
And I'm like, how about a teamwork? Come on. I mean, like, that was this whole training for, like, this whole preparation for, and then you just screw the rules.
Hey, that's how I feel about Majin Buu, man. That he's supposed to be at both those tournaments. I really wanted to see what Buu could do, and yeah.
Yeah, Boo, I like the Boo saga, but I felt like Gohan was a letdown in there also because I felt like he almost got where he was supposed to be, but then they're like, nah, well, let's bring Goku back.
Well, no, I'm talking about in Super. Remember, Boo was going to be in the first tournament,
Yeah, and then they
and
completely
he couldn't pass the
scratched
test, and
because
then
he
it showed
ate
all
too
that.
much, and then he fell asleep, and then
Yeah, and then it showed all them episodes of him training or whatever, and getting skinny or all
it
this stuff.
looked something new and fresh. I'm like, okay, that's gonna be
Exactly.
interesting.
We've never seen really what Boo could really do. Like, I mean, like he did some cool stuff and when he was evil or whatever, but
Yeah,
like what he's trained and what he could, maybe do with his powers, like we've really never seen it.
and yeah, and we also, I Android 17. I like Android 17 in there. I thought he was good.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish there was more depth with him a little bit because I felt like he was just there, yeah,
Well,
but
I
like
think he
just
actually got more depth than a
yeah.
lot of those characters. I mean, he
I
just wants
also
to
like
hang out
how
with
he
his
has a
family.
good. I also like how he has a good bond with Piccolo and all that because the last time we saw them was when Cell was
Mm-hmm.
ready to absorb him and Piccolo fought the toughest battle and he literally got himself killed in there to protect 17, but then it's yeah, that was that episode always
Yeah,
gave me
those are good
goosebumps.
episodes. Those are some of my favorite. That 17 Piccolo fight and then the Cell when they're fighting on the island, those are some
Oh
good
yeah,
episodes.
the fighting scenes. I have the 17 and Piccolo and those sliding stands over there, like in the same pose that they were in the
Yeah.
episode, and Cell is arriving soon, but you don't know when. He could be there anytime. He's getting closer and closer, and man, when he's appearing on top of the rock,
You know how
like
I feel about that. You know how I feel
that
about that. I got that statue over there
yeah,
of that.
that's my favorite pose of Cell. I'm like, oh man, that's awesome. And then, that's also my favorite design of Cell because I feel like it defines everything about him. Like the design defines him, who he is. He's a sinister beast. He doesn't care who he kills. He's a serial killer, pretty much. And oh man, but
So, not to change the subject, but we were talking
yeah, go
about
ahead.
buying stuff. What have you bought in the past couple months?
Well, let's see. I bought that one thing that you recommend me, that website, that shitty website that you sent me, and yeah, it's a very thin case.
Hey, there was a few things I wanted on there that's never going to see
look,
the light of day.
look, do you know how difficult it is to open? And I can't. That thing keeps popping. Last time it popped out of the case like that, and I
Now
was like,
my
"Jeez."
case was better. I bought the babysitter movies from Netflix. I really like them. My case is better than that. They just said forget you.
I just redid the cover, the alt cover, because I told you I was not happy with the alt cover. It looked so cheap, like somebody just printed it at home. And end of the
Yeah,
day, that's it. But like I just redid the alt cover to be more crisp and everything. But like, and I want it to be
that's
see
good.
through in the back too, because I kind of like it because I like this film. Although I can't really edit the menu on this one because I don't have the proper software on me, but I'm hoping at one point Amazon will release the Blu-ray box set
They
of
should.
the
I mean, it's
rebuild
free money
because I'm
almost.
telling you, it will make a lot of money and it'll be selling a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
this is like if you ask any of my friends, they all prefer the rebuild version because it's so much better. Like the plot
Hmm.
wise is better. It doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel like it has a beginning and ending. There you
Yeah.
go. But
Um.
but I don't think this is worth the price. This is like $38. No, because
You
what they
must not
show.
got on you didn't get on a sale because mine. I think I picked up. You know the Netflix movies, The Babysitter, right?
Yeah.
I enjoyed them. And I think I picked both up and used the code and only paid $20 for both of them.
Well, thank you for telling me, man.
I just showed you a website. I didn't tell you go buy it.
No. Remember, I was ready to buy a bunch of them. That was a really high, expensive price. Good thing I did not,
At least you tried.
because
Yeah, yeah.
imagine if I did, I would have lost all that money. And yeah, and the seller, they don't accept returns. They were a bunch of BS.
I did not know that. But again, everything was fine with mine. I meant so. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everything goes fine with you, but everything goes wrong with me, man. It's like
I'm sorry.
it's like no, it's like the stuff I have all the stuff I had a bad experience with, you had a good experience with. It's like, and I never had a single problem in my entire life, man. I don't know what's wrong with you, man. Like, I don't know, man. Tell me about it. Like, but
Lord.
then, yeah, and then I got the Rebuild trilogy. Uh, this is the French release one. But you obviously need a Blu-ray unlock one and all that. But I have this, so that's good. I like the packaging. I like the nice
That is pretty sharp. Yeah.
case and all that. They don't have 4 yet, so I was like, I'll probably get the English ones when they come out too. So I like the English dub in there too, because the Amazon dubbing is almost the same dubbing actors from the original AV dub that they had. So that's great. I was like, this is why I like the dub, because they sound more natural rather than sound like a woman, like Shinji. I don't like that kid. He was so annoying.
I
The
don't like.
90s one, I just did not care for him too much because I felt like he was whining too much and he gives up before even trying. And he's relying on people to do things for him. It's just, I understand there's insecurity going on, but come on, man. At one point, you gotta man up or do something.
Yeah.
That's what I like about the Rebuild, because that's what he did. He man up, face up his fears and everything. Good conclusion. There you go. Because I in the beginning, I was afraid they were gonna redo the same thing like they did in the 90s. Like, oh boy, this whole movie is gonna be about him whining. But yeah.
I know you bought a bunch of new Batman, Superman.
Oh yeah,
stuff
I
too,
got a bunch of DC McFarlane multiverse figures, very affordable. They're not even expensive. They're like $20.
I saw a few of the new ones over at Target. They look pretty cool.
Yeah, I only got the ones that I like, and I kind of wish he'll do in the future the more iconic look, because I feel like right now he's going for the modern look and obscure design. I don't really care for them too much, but they were good figures. Just not my favorite design for that. But yeah, I think the Darkseid from the Justice League, the Zack Snyder Justice League, that's a good Darkseid right there. You can't get any better than this for $20. Come on, that's like a $50 figure right there.
Yeah, well, I've seen he did a few Spawn figure. I used to be in the Spawn, but I've
the
seen
Spawn
him do
line is good.
stuff.
Yeah, they were like more like statues and all that, which I didn't mind, because if I want to have one in a cool pose and all that without the joints going loose on me over time, the statue is good because it gives me what I want. A pose that I want, I will probably keep it for years going. I got a few Spawn figures in the back, but
I still have issue 1. I need to get it graded. That's I hope it's big money, but I've still got issue 1.
Some of them
it's a pretty good. It's pretty good condition. I remember buying it for $25 back when Yu-Gi-Oh first started coming out. Because when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh, I used some of the prize money with a tournament I won and bought a few comics, and that was one of them.
No, they would. Yeah, they're good for a lot of money right now. I've seen them for crazy money right now. It's like.
I also was one of those idiots that sold the first edition of The Walking Dead I had, where my comic shop had it too. I never thought none of them would be anything either. But yeah, maybe that's why I hoard everything now, because one day,
it's our museum.
Yeah,
display pretty much. I got a few DC multiverse from McFarlane, some DC Essential figures. Mainly the females, because I think they're really good looking and everything. They have better proportions, a good looking face and everything.
Yeah.
And I also got a few stands for my NECAs. I got a few NECAs Alien already. I have a whole Alien display of NECAs. I sold mine.
Yeah.
Well, but you still have the good ones, like the Queens. You have all the.
Yeah, man. Well, trade me that Omega Beach Shin back there, and I'll send you all my Queens, man. I got 4 queens.
Yeah, that's like half the budget right there. But
I'll give you my setup. I've got 19 of the eggs. Like, where you buy the eggs and stuff like that.
I have the eggs. I know how much they were. They were like $20.
They were. I don't know what they were now. I haven't seen them in a while. Probably some
Now
stupid price.
now they go for high price because those alien eggs they glow in the dark and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
pretty
I
good.
remember. Yeah, I still got the card and everything.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah,
let's see.
I had also that Godzilla 1998 statue.
I did know
Uh,
that was a cool statue. I'm not a
from
fan of that, but
Modelism 9, Tsumi, the guy's named Tsumi from Thailand. Uh, well, I don't want to rant about it, but I will tell you right there. I will not do business with this guy again unless it's licensed. Uh,
yeah,
because, dude, 2 years of waiting and the communication has been slacking. And I know other companies from Thailand are able to have proper communication with their customers every day, every 3 days a week, no problem. They'll tell you, there's a delay going on. We're sorry, we will not be able to ship it yet. That's
yeah,
fine. If you tell me in advance, that's okay. I understand what's going on. But if you don't contact me, if you don't even reply to any of my messages, there's something wrong going right there.
yeah. If a
Like you're
few
in the
days
red
goes
zone.
by, if a few days goes by, if I'm,
No, because I had no communication with the guy since January. I got nothing. And then days went by and everything went by and people were starting to talk and they were like getting impatient with the guy. It's like, look, did you ship our stuff yet or not? And a few of my friends they already opened a case on PayPal, requested a refund because look, you don't communicate with us,
yeah. Was it
and I
6 months?
understand you have a lot going on, but at the same time, if you're running a business, you need to know customer services. If
Yeah,
you don't know how to handle customer services, you should not be running a business. That's plain and simple. And it's only one guy making all those stuff.
yeah.
Uh, a bunch of statues, but the problem is its time management is horrible. And yeah, I don't recommend buying anything from him. Um,
Well,
I got it, but I got it. That's a good thing. It arrived in peace and one piece, except for a few little broken spines and a foot broke off. But I was able to glue it back and blend it in with the paint and all that. That's fine.
I
I,
mean,
I
it
was
shouldn't be.
expecting that to happen anyway because I knew this statue was very fragile and the material that is on it was super sharp. You will not get any that kind of crispiness on any other statues unless you get those custom stuff like the
Yeah,
Iceman or things like that. You know those things they will break during the shipping. That's tend to happen because it's not licensing. They don't have proper packaging or anything to
they're going to
protect
send
it.
it out to you. Yeah,
Yeah. So, but like it's a really good figure. I love it. Statue. It's a good statue. It's beautifully the most accurate one you'll get. Period. But is it worth the timing, the waiting time for what we paid for? I don't think so. Um, I'm hoping Xbox will make one at one point, but I don't think they'll be able to nail the paint job like he did.
I
Uh,
doubt they will. I know X Plus has been branching out and doing a lot of other stuff. With the
I
Ray
mean, they
Hill.
did the D4 Real thing, but like I thought they
Oh,
were gonna.
yeah, I forget about that. I forget those things exist. I'm glad I
But
didn't start them because I'd have so many.
now they're doing a gigantic X Plus D4 Real Shin Godzilla. I'm like,
I didn't
yeah,
see
that's
that. So
great. A
now they're
lot of
doing
people want to buy 'em.
like D for real's like deformed. So now they're doing gigantic. Okay, well,
I mean, that's another way to
money.
make money and all that.
I got your
So
money.
it's a company,
Well,
that why not? But at the same time, when you do that, you do realize you're making other companies not be able to produce all the stuff that they should be doing, and you're putting a delay on them because of
yeah.
that.
So that's another thing, and I'm not going to blame where I got it from because Jason's a good guy, but I'm still waiting for my '91 Hokkaido Godzilla.
You're still waiting for it?
I got the standard, and I paid it off in January.
Oh, okay.
And
No, you should be getting it soon. I know Jason is
oh yeah, no, no,
he's
he's
good with
legit. No,
representing.
I know he's legit. I'm just talking about the
Yeah.
shipping. No, there's no way
No,
I'm
the
talking about
shipping
him.
sometimes it's. Did you pay for the standard shipping or express
It
shipping?
was free. I think he's waiting to get them
Yeah,
to
the
ship to
free
us.
shipping will usually
That's
take
what
a
I'm
little bit
saying. It's
longer.
not him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not him I'm fussing at. It's just weird how that's the only one, like the standard. You still got all these other people getting their stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah,
but
the
it's coming.
91, it's a nice statue for those who missed out on the past 91s, especially the first release of the 91. It's a good opportunity for the fans to get their hands on that one.
I got the
Yeah,
first three.
we got the first three. Yeah, I love the 91, but I'm waiting for the gigantic 91.
Man, I see. I don't want to talk about Gigantics because I sold mine. I made so much money. I'm not gonna like lie, but like I'm looking up there at the 54 that just came out, and it looks so lonely. And and
Yeah,
then
yeah, right. I remember you got the 54 in the summertime,
yeah,
and I was waiting for my Omega Beast shit, and I got annoyed by you because like, damn it, you got your stuff first, and I got mine waiting.
depends on money and like Pumpkinheads. Sideshow's coming out, not Sideshow, but PCS is coming out with a 1/3 Pumpkinhead, and those payments are coming. But if those payments I can get them under control, not under control, but like finished up, paid off, I'm gonna pull the trigger on some Omega Beast stuff. Like, but
Definitely, I'm telling you, it's the stuff we're getting now.
so
You're gonna like it.
how many Omega? Like, I'm not knocking them. This is just conversation because I don't know none of them personally or whatever. But I keep seeing them like unveiling all this new awesome stuff like every week. Has anything came out except the Shins yet?
Well, actually, right now we have the Godzilla 2019.
But is it out?
First
Like, is it
one.
in people's hands?
It should be out soon right now.
Okay.
The thing is, there's COVID going on over there, and it's closing the
Yeah, I
companies, the
saw that.
workers
Yeah,
not getting.
again.
So that's gonna cause delays. But the 2019 Godzilla is
It's
coming
like
out
he's got his
this year.
hands coming out. Yeah, with the blue. That looks
No,
cool, man.
I'm waiting for that one. It should be shipped to me
So
soon, and that's gonna be my favorite legendary Godzilla because I love the blue color on his back. It just that's the one I've been waiting for, and because I missed out on the extra gigantic one.
so
That one
let's
looks nice too, but I like the way it looks on the Omega Beast. It's more stylized, and I like how the head is a little bit bigger and
see, and
scarier.
yeah, exactly. And now I keep hearing them talking about they're going to do 30 to 35 centimeter, like an X
Yeah,
plus.
they're doing 35 centimeter line,
But
and they're
when's
doing
that
the
coming out?
Omega Beast line.
Okay, like so.
Omega Beast line is the gigantic line. 35 centimeter is pretty much their own line.
They're your
They're doing
$500 ones, and like so that's another thing too. I'm like, and that's just it. I know I'm not knocking them. Like it feels like I've got this vendetta against them. I think their stuff's great, but like when I think of Gigantics, I think $400. I mean, okay, inflation, $500 and like $100 to
from
ship
X
it.
Plus usually, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, $700. So that's why I just I mean, and they look awesome. I'm not knocking them. That's $1,000.
I think the problem is because those specific version they're very new. Like other company aside X Plus, this one that's the first gigantic Kaiju that they've made so far.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing by time goes on, it will be a better regular price because this was an exclusive. You could not get it outside of Singapore.
Yeah, they've
this was a
what's
Singapore
the one that's
exclusive.
out now?
The one that's out now.
They're doing a Shin now because it's on Awesome Collector.
The fierce Shin, the one with the open mouth, regular Shin. He has a dynamic pose and all that. I think that's also an exclusive one. But I know in Singapore the price over there is like $600. But if you're getting from the third party, with shipping and all that, and inflation and all that, it's gonna cost you a lot more. That's right. I'm telling you, if it was a universal one, they could make anytime they want to. It'll be a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
But since those are limited ones, you only have a few around the world. They like 400 of these.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's not a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why it's more expensive. So like they're limited. So
I'm still holding my breath, and I forgot the name of it. I've got it wrote down. That 90 centimeter Shin that we keep talking about. I can't find
that one.
I've seen the video of a guy having a few
on
YouTube.
That's it. We only saw
and that's it. Like, I mean, I'm a big Shin fan. When I was talking to Jason about that, he's like, I don't know if I can get it, but you're looking at $5,000. I said,
yeah,
payment plan. Let's talk. Tell me when you can get it. And I know he's busy, and that's been like half a year ago, and like there's been no info.
Dude, but like, I'm telling you, I don't think you should get that one.
My body's ready, man. I will. Mm-mm.
And I'm telling you, there's gonna be a better version coming out, and the proportions are gonna be a lot better.
But 90 centimeters, man. You know, on that one, I'll
You're
trade a
paying
little bit
for
of
the
detail.
size. You're paying for the size,
I
not for the
know, but at that point,
quality.
at that point, man, I'll just, be like, okay, it can be 70-30 good, so,
I mean, look at your
seven.
Bruce. Look at your Bruce. That was only like $1,200.
Don't remind me how much was it that? Oh my God, I forgot. It was, wasn't it?
Yeah, and look at Shin. It's like a few centimeters up, and it's like
Right.
how much? Yeah.
Just kill
Come
my
on, man.
dream, man.
Your
Kill my
Bruce,
dream. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, man. Your Bruce is a lot better quality than that. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, like it's
I need to get another Bruce. He's got a 53-inch scar Bruce.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I have a soft spot for Jaws too.
Jaws 2 is, okay, so we all 100% know Jaws is a better movie. We're not going to argue that, definitely. I'm not
No, it's
that.
a classic. You can't really
Yeah, but
outbeat it.
Jaws 2, in my opinion, is like a
The
9
second
if
best.
Jaws is a 10.
It could be a better plot. I know there was a better draft going for that one,
No,
even for the third one
the
too.
book.
But yeah,
The
like it
book
had
got
some.
it. That was really good. But no, maybe it's nostalgia, maybe it's something. But just
Yeah,
Scar Bruce
I had the
gives me
VHS.
nightmares.
I had the
Yeah.
VHS. I had the 2, 3, and 4 on VHS, the trilogy. But the Blu-ray, I had it on the first one, like the first release of the Blu-ray. No,
Yeah.
the first release of the DVD that came out the first
And
time.
the
And
first time it had extra features on it before, I remember that. They had the 30-minute
I
documentary.
remember the trailer. You hear the Jaws theme.
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh, Jaws is coming out on DVD." Ah, okay. Because that was the first time we had DVDs coming out. We had
Mhm.
Gladiator, I
Yeah.
remember, and then we had Jaws coming out. They were very new at that time,
I
and
remember skip a format, but I remember when Jaws first came out on Blu-ray, I had a projector back in my movie room, and I still do, but before it was
yeah.
just a white wall. And man, I was watching Jaws 150 inches, man, like just with the speakers going.
Oh
It was
gosh,
great.
yeah. No, the
But
Blu-ray,
no,
I still like the Blu-ray.
yeah.
I don't have the
Now,
4K yet.
the 4K,
The 4K, I heard it's really
the
good.
4K is phenomenal. I'm not going to geek out, about
Yeah.
specifications. That 4K is phenomenal.
I
Uh,
don't have much of 4Ks at the moment because I don't have a personal 4K for
I get
myself.
that.
If I did, I would probably upgrade to 4Ks on the spot. But yeah,
I'm just going to say something. My buddy Cody keeps sending me Magic the Gathering list. And Cody,
yeah.
if you was watching this like you said you was, you wouldn't be sending me stuff because you know I'm still alive. So watch me, homie. Why are you doing that to me? You're hurting my feelings.
All right, let's try to keep it peaceful here.
Yeah, but no, back to what I've been getting a lot of Band Presto stuff. I picked up. Do you watch Super Dragon Ball Heroes? That promotional anime. It's like 10 minutes.
Well, no, I never.
All the crazy stuff. It's a Limit Breaker Xeno Goku. And it's really cool. It's almost like an orangish tint on the red. I picked that one up because that was a Japan only master release. I picked that up. I finally picked up the whole set of the Gokus all doing Kamehameha. So you've got normal Goku, Kaioken, Super Saiyan Blue,
Okay.
Super or Ultra Instinct. What is it? Mastered. I don't know. They butchered like Omen, which is the black hair, and then I think in the American they call it Autonomous with the silver hair, gray hair. I finally knocked them out. And I forgot where I've bought so much stuff on Sideshow. I had $200 in like free Sideshow money. So I picked up a few other master releases. Like that Omega Shinron. They've got an Omega Shinron. It's like 9 inches. And like I've watched the review. There's a guy I watch.
I'm hoping they'll do a better statue of the GT version.
The what?
The red Shenron.
Yeah. Man, those things, those prices went up like
the Ichiban
crazy.
one, it's just not worth the price. I'm looking at it; it feels like a total repaint of the
Yeah.
other guy, and it's just like, and some of the paint job on them is sloppy. Dude, come on, for $200, no, thank you. I know they can do something better.
I think it was originally 150 if you actually got on that. Have you seen the new Master Release Android set that like has disappeared? Like they went pre-ordered and they're done. Yeah, it was Giro 19, 17, 8, 16, 17, 18, all in like 9 to 12 inch scale, except I think 19, he was shorter, so he might have been like 7.
What
But
about 16?
16 is probably like 12 then. If Giro was 10 and the other ones were like 9 and 10, so he'd probably have to be almost a foot since he was bigger. But yeah, dude, they disappeared. Like they they went up for sale in Japan only, and like the guy I talked to and everything's like, yeah, dude, they're gone. You can pre-order them from like Global Freaks or something like that, and yeah, I think the only one that's
Yeah,
still up for pre-order
that's
is
what
like Zero.
happens when they're very popular. It's like can't really get them.
No, you know how I feel about exclusive stuff, Robin,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
whatever I call you on whatever day, but it shouldn't be exclusive. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
No,
how
I
that's how I
understand
feel.
because those statues, the original price, they should be affordable to everyone to get them. Because we got a lot of brands going. We got the SH Figures, the Figure Zero, we got Banpresto, HM QG, name it. We got a lot.
Yeah,
And SH Figures is going almost the same price as the exclusive now. There's like almost like I think it was like the last 2 years, 80% of them were all exclusive. You
yeah,
had to go on the premium site to pre-order them, and
yeah.
if you miss your chance, you pay the third-party price.
That's I get once in a hell. Now I'm backtracking, but I guess country of origin, like Japan, it's a Japanese TV show. I mean, I guess if they've got a few things, but like when it's the company that's known for sending different versions and quality, like they're known for overseas stuff too, and usually they'll get the really like last prize and that really special exclusive thing, but everything else will come over like in 3 to 5 months later over here. But I was looking forward to those Androids ever since they announced them. I think that was like almost a year, like 8 months ago. And I fell asleep. Literally, I slept on it for a week. And like I see a post on one of the websites like sold out. Everyone's like, yeah, I paid $900 for one of them. And I'm like, well, I was hoping to get like the whole set for like $900, not one or two.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, Dragon Ball Z is getting popular, so they know the
It's
fans. They'll
still
buy it
popular
no
over
matter
there,
what it is. And
people our age that grew up with their dorks and have that disposable income or somewhat disposable income,
and Bandai is very greedy too, so they'll know. They'll know. Like even if we make they even said it. Like even if we make a scrap thing that is like $5 and we sell it for $80, people will buy it and we'll make money out of it.
Well, look at those figures.
Don't go on the SS figures. I know you told me that at Insult one time. So, they're probably like $10 figure anyway in Japan, and then they sell for those high prices. Like, no, I can't believe that.
I never sell my stuff, but it's nice to know I can sell it. But I was dusting the shelves behind me and rearranging. There's just a few I remember. Like some of the ones are still $30, $35. Only went up like $10. But there's a few of them. I'm like, oh, the Great Sand said. I'm like, yeah, I paid $100 for all of them, and they're like,
there's also the Bandai America who makes Dragon Ball Z stuff now.
It's still damn Presto.
No, I mean they're like articulated figures, but not as high level as SH figures. But they're like $20. You can find them at Target and anywhere you go to. Not a bad price for them. I mean, some of them they're pretty good for what the price is. And honestly, if we didn't have any SH figures, I would have probably gone with those.
But how many figure arts do you even have now?
I own them all right now, like from beginning to end.
If I hear you ever need money, man, I'm on those pages, man. I see how much some of those sell for, man. You've got like probably.
Dude, you have no idea. Last time I slacked off on my SH figures Dragon Ball Z for like since 2017. You have no idea how much money I had to invest to get the rest. And
wait, hold on. I didn't hear that. Did you say had to?
Because well, then again, I was into Dragon Ball Z mode, and I was like, oh man, those figures looks really good, and they look like the one from the show that I just saw.
That's how I am now.
Get it?
That's how I am now, man. I slept on a few of those Banprestos, man. Like that red.
That's what happens when we slack off on it. Like we have to pay the price. Like
that's where you're like, it feels like a disease at that point. But I can quit any moment. Oh, I quit for 6 months. Well, now I've got to pay $200 over MSRP for a few figures because hey,
as long as you have income coming, that's fine. If you have no income, you can't really risk it on go broke. Even
I was
doing it.
Yeah. I was joking with a friend, and I said I occasionally, not with my diet now these past couple months, but I occasionally like ramen noodles or oodles of noodles. But I said I like to know that I can go into my pantry and get them for a snack, not that that's the only thing in my pantry. So that's checks and balances.
Oh yeah, it's yeah. I mean, it is what it is. But Dragon Ball Z is Dragon Ball Z. It will sell no matter what. And
Yeah,
if you miss
yeah.
a chance on those, there you go. You're kind of screwed.
If there's a world here and people still like Dragon Ball Z, I mean, it makes me feel good to know that I can sell this stuff. I mean, if anything ever happened.
No, I love my Dragon Ball Z. That's something I don't think I can rest on. I like whenever there's something that I mean, when it comes to SS3 Ghosts, I don't. When I say I got everything, I got mainly the most important ones. I don't get the game versions. Like I don't really care for them too much.
Okay, so yeah.
I don't really need those. And I have no interest to even bother playing it. But well, if it comes to those canon characters, yes, I do care and I need it, and I need it right now. But I think I have right now Android 17 and 18 from Super arriving soon, so I'm actually excited for those
I
two
remember
because
seeing those. Yeah.
I love those designs. They actually look like a good team together, and yeah, I have my Super display separately. I like to keep them separate from Z because I'm like, yeah, Super doesn't go well with Z. It's like a two different. I don't know. Z is more violent, and Super is more.
Well, they don't do violent. They don't do violent. The sex is cool in Japan. The innuendo, whatever it is, that's cool in Japan. But you can't. They don't like blood no more. So go figure.
Sad. And
sorry about that. I know I'm blowing up in the background. Like I said, I told everybody I was streaming.
But the GT, I have one GT figure in there. It's the Goku Super Saiyan 4. I showed it to you. I think on a picture on Facebook. That's the only GT. I placed it with Super. I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? That's just in my mind. I feel like that version should be in Super. Like it will have some redemption going. Like do something better, make better arc.
I wish they could bring the Shadow Dragons. The Shadow Dragons need to come.
Dude, the Shadow Dragon scared the heck out of me as a kid. I remember. I was like, that does not look like Shenron. That looks like a monster.
So how they're making the dragons? We just talked about. They made Shenron, then they made.
There was a black dragon.
If they make the black dragon holding the big cigar, I'll buy it. Like I'll buy it third market, fifth market, middle market. I'll find a way to get that one. That was so cool when he comes out and he just blows smoke in Pan's face and just.
I kind of wish there was more explanation on those because they were very random in GT. Like they were there, we had to accept it, and there you go. And
what was it? That was good lead up when the Android Super 17 that was showing the Dragon Balls crack. That was pretty cool lead up.
I like the Super Android 17, but I didn't like the fact. One thing I hated the most in there. Hating is a strong word, but I didn't like too much was Krillin having a mustache. He looks so old. He looks old and defeated, and
kind of what he did in Super. He's just doing his own thing now. I mean, heck, if I had
Android, then again, I didn't like Krillin there because he actually explored on him too much. Has some exploration on him because remember he was afraid. He was afraid to die because he had torments from Frieza and Cell. And he was afraid of getting himself killed at one point because he's not like Goku. Goku is almost invincible, and he's human. Krillin is human. He worked his way up on his own, and he doesn't have any kind of superpowers except for the Kamehameha and the other thing. I kind of felt sorry for him, but then again, it was fine. But we could have had more exploration with the crew. And Yamcha, I'm sorry, he's a goner now.
Right. He looked dumb in GT with the weird glasses and like the
he was in GT. I didn't know he was in GT.
Yeah, he had this weird like Don Juan looking there, like it was really weird. I think he didn't even say any words. He just was with the crew. But no, what I was talking about was in the Android 17 Super Android 17, whatever it's called. It showed the Dragon Balls cracking like when stuff was happening. So it was kind of foreshadowing. But they stuck that whole Shadow Dragon like saga arc, whatever you want to call it, in like 15 episodes. Like they really Because
That's
Vegeta was
like a
Super Saiyan
rush.
4 for one episode, and then Gogeta had like 5 minutes of an episode.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you compare it to the Frieza saga. You know how many episodes that was? That was a lot.
Yeah,
Like, we got
yeah,
almost like 30 to 40, 50 episodes for the Frieza saga, and like to get to the battle that we needed to and all that, that took a long time. If you go back and watch the Dragon Ball Z, it takes a
yeah,
long
yeah.
time
The,
to
the
get there.
original non-Kai version, yeah.
Yeah,
The
it's like,
Well, I did do that. What was it last year? Like every time the seasons, the UK seasons would come out, me and my daughter would sit down and watch them.
yeah, and I
So,
remember you did.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
that
did tell
that was
me.
that was fun. But unless it's just like nostalgia and certain episodes I want to watch, I don't think I'll go back and ever watch those again either. But
Yeah, because you can't skip around and go through the battle, the main battle and all that. Like, I
yeah,
remember me and my friend, we were trying to get to the Frieza battle and all that, but that took forever to go through. I had to go through
yeah,
several discs, and I was
yeah.
like,
Kai is the best way if you're going to really rewatch that.
no,
But
Kai, yeah, but I don't really like the dubbing in there too much. I feel like it was a letdown a little bit. Like, I
see,
didn't like how I don't like how Gohan's voice is in there. He sounds like a girl.
I
He has
got used to it. Like, but again,
it's
I
just a
didn't like
stupid
Gohan.
watch.
I didn't like Gohan, but both Freezes, Linda Young and rest in peace, was it
Frieza,
Chris
I didn't
Ayres?
mind him because he had this high level class
I like both of
level.
them. I like both of
Like,
them. I
yeah, I
can't
think both of
favorite.
them are really good, but I like the one that they did and Kai and also Super, which is the same actor, but like I like how he had a more class level of speaking. Like
Yeah,
he had this rich taste. Like, you can tell he comes from a royalty,
yeah.
royalty, and
But
but like yeah, and I like that. But like the original Frieza, he sounded like more like a serial killer. Like what? Kakarot, that's a
he sounded like
sensei.
he smoked 7 packs of cigarettes per each
It was
day.
a girl though, you know that, right?
Yeah, yeah. I did.
Like,
Yeah, you're right. I do remember that.
I don't think. I think the reason why she couldn't come back in is because she couldn't keep up with the pacing and all that.
Mm. I did meet her at that convention I was talking about. We had
Yeah,
something called Animazement in our state. Not
is
my
she
state,
coming
but
back for Super?
no, I don't know since Chris has passed away. I don't know how that's going to work, man.
They should bring her back in because I'm like, what better
That
off to
would be
bring
cool.
back the
That would be
original?
cool.
Because if you try to get someone as close as the guy, it's like insulting the original right there.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
I
they're
mean,
both
she's
good as Frieza, but come on, you gotta give the
yeah.
one a chance also because come on, you
Yeah,
didn't get
I
it.
didn't even think about that. I don't think Frieza will be in the new superhero Dragon Ball movie.
And it
I
feels
don't
like
think.
he knows right now, like anything he does right now, they're watching him carefully because he got his
But
second chance. I mean, to be alive, but then again, he was a little bit fishy. And Broly, I kind of liked him in there though because I'm like, when he killed Broly's father, I didn't mind that at all because I'm like, Broly's father is annoying.
dude, that
He
was funny.
annoys he
That was
annoys
funny.
the heck out of me because I didn't even like him at all in the original Broly film because he looked like a Mexican guy with a cape. He kept on turning around every time he was making a speech. He was turning around like he was
So
Darth
his cape
Vader,
could move. His cape could
and
sway.
I'm like, you do realize anyone can grab that cape and suffocate you all around, like, and then I don't know. I put on a bridge series when
Oh
Vegeta
yeah.
calls the Trunks Princess Trunks. It's like,
Oh
speak
yeah.
up, boy. I can hear you from up there.
That's one thing I miss. I wish they would do that, but there's a lot of things we'll never
If
see
they
that.
were Aboriginal, they should have got the licensing. I'm
I would
telling you,
pay. I
they
would pay
would
to
have
watch
made
those.
money. They would have made the money back
Yeah.
because do you know how much the watchers are watching
Revenue.
this?
Oh yeah, yeah. I would pay like if
And
there was a
people would pay
GoFundMe.
for a copy of a Blu-ray to
Yeah.
come out. They will pay for it if they
I
were
would.
investing in it. I'm telling you, it's worth it.
What is that thing? Patreon. Everyone wants to do nowadays. I would pay the Patreon if they're like, hey, we need say $5,000 per episode. Patreon, man, I would do $20 a month or whatever if they could steady bring up
Yeah.
one episode a month or something like that. I would do that if y'all are watching because I know
I'm
y'all
telling you,
watch
that's
this.
some good. It's also another good way to, if you want to watch Dragon Ball Z the quickest as possible. There you go, man. Except the dialogue is exaggerating a little bit, but you
Oh
get
man,
the
I
the
love that
idea.
man.
Like,
Like Oh man, I love it.
They should
With
just
that being
redo the beginning episodes because I feel like the beginning episodes were a little bit off. Like it
cringy
felt,
a little bit, but they had to like find their
but
thing.
they've improved so much after. Like there's
Yeah,
just no.
I miss those guys a lot. But with that being said, 5:30 comes early tomorrow, so we will have to wrap this up. But I think we need to
All right,
do it.
yeah,
We at least need to do it once a month from now. I'd like to do it more, but just with
yeah,
everything going
once a
on,
month, not like 6 months
we
later. Like
yeah, we're not going to do it quarterly or whatever. We're not
yeah,
going to do that anymore.
yeah.
And we'll figure out a topic or whatever if we want to get or like a guest on or whatever, and whatever
No,
you want
man,
to
we
do.
pretty much did this show for the fans and all that because it's been a while already, and we
All,
wanted.
all of y'all, all of y'all, 6 of y'all out there.
Well, we have one view right now, so
Well, no,
yeah.
I think a replay value on these is really big. I used to keep up with them. Like we're nowhere like huge, but compared to what I thought, we get it. But we're shooting the crap anyway. So if somebody
I
wants to
mean,
watch,
if we keep a good pacing and all that, I'm
yeah,
sure we'll get better and all that because I feel like at the moment it's kind of random. We just did it out of nowhere right
yeah.
now, and like
I need to do that for stuff I buy too. Start making videos like I used to, but just with everything going on, I'm just happy to get something. I don't
yeah,
want to wait.
I need to also show some of my stuff on YouTube, but I also want to have a good time doing it because sometimes I feel like I'll only care about the numbers and all that, and I start to forget about what I really like, and I don't want to be that guy to be.
I get that. I
I
get
want to
that.
have fun. I want to have a good time. Like showing off my hobby to the world. Talking about it. Because yeah, well, sometimes it will get to your head. Like it's not good enough. But like,
Yeah.
uh, you know,
But
oh well. But
anyway,
yeah,
man, for the one viewer that's on there right now,
2 views right now.
comment and tell us your name. And if you're a female, you're part of the 0.001% of fans. Non-existent.
Okay, that's yeah. Anybody ask me, do I know this guy? No, I don't know this guy.
No, man. I saw he had a cool shelf, and I'm like, man, get on here and let's talk about your shelf. I'm like, shelves.
Yeah.
All
No,
right, man.
shelf is also another topic we should talk about because I'm telling you, how
Shelving.
painful it is to clean all that up.
No, I don't. Real quick before we go, where I've got this room out here, and I hardly go in it, believe it or not. So it's when you open the door and there's more skin follicles and stuff, that's like what makes dust. So I don't dust that much, and it doesn't get that bad, believe it or not. But that's another story. That's actually a good episode.
Yeah.
People who hoard, collectors that hoard. What do you do?
If I was a multimillionaire and all that, I wouldn't mind getting those custom glass cabinets. There you go. That'll be my main deal. But they're so expensive, man.
Yeah, and see, it's a disease, man. Are you going to pay $2,000 on a case, or going to get 3 more figures or 3 more
and
statues?
acrylic is also a risk because if you're getting the little pieces to you, some of them may break during the shipping, and you're pretty much on your own to build that up yourself.
Maji case is really cool with that, but like I said, that will actually be a good episode. Maybe that'll be the next one we do.
Yeah.
But
all right. Well, thank you, Steven, for taking your time today for this show. It was really nice to see you again. Hopefully, we'll get this soon for the next podcast. We'll try to do this like every month. In the meantime, support his channel, the Geekroom channel, and my channel, Kaiju Storm. Also, support Monsters with Attitude YouTube channel. Adrian Thomas, Cody, Charles, and did I miss anyone else? There's another guy in there too. Support them very well. They're very good admin. They'll ask them any questions, they'll answer you. And yeah, and support my channel, Kaiju Storm. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the name of this channel, the name of the show was. Was it Geekout and Chill?
Geekroom and Chill. It was Geekroom and Chill. That's exactly what I called it.
Because I copy and paste what you gave me, man.
Oh Lord, I hope I spelled it correctly. Then that's your first problem. You listen to me.
Oh boy.
All right, man.
We'll edit this after, but all right, man. You guys all have a good night and everything, and keep yourself safe and everything to COVID and all that, and have a good one.
You too, man.
All right.